This room is a safety net. Called The Base, it's for kids at Dunraven School in South London who are at risk of dropping out.
I'm here because I was struggling to go to school and I was out of lessons a lot.
Jack started going absent from school because, like many, he struggled with adjusting from primary to secondary. He preferred lockdown classes.
I like that because I was fine doing the work at home. I'm just sitting on my computer doing it. I think it's when I'm there in real life I start getting stressed out and anxious.
Zarleen says, but for the base, she may not be here. She's come to speak to the support team because she found coming back to school overwhelming and has had panic attacks.
Being forced to stay at home 24/7, it's kind of flared up my anxiety because you're basically trapped by yourself all the time with no one to really distract you.
The schools noticed that children from disadvantaged backgrounds are least likely to attend regularly since lockdown, and parents give a range of reasons.
The explanations that are given, for example, they're really struggling to get students out of bed and to see the purpose. They've lost a sense of purpose. I think another thing with that is that they have been staying up very, very late. They've got into this pattern of being so much on their phones, or game playing with other people. That's been their form of contact.
Nationally, post-lockdown school attendance levels look OK, but the enthusiasm of some to get back to class has masked the drop-off of others. Much has been anecdotal, but a new study by think tank Social Finance of 17,000 pupils in Cheshire West and Chester has found a 25% increase in persistently absent children in the first term of the academic year, and most of them from poorer backgrounds.
The key concerns that we've found is that the children who are persistently absent are the children we should probably be most worried about. These are the children that are accessing free school meals, that have contact with social care, or have got a special educational need. These children are invisible and we need to make them visible.
London schools in poorer areas are so concerned that they're forming a new group of heads called Reconnect London to pool ideas on how to tackle the problem.
I think at heart it has to be about the relationships that the young people feel they have with adults, trusted adults in school. And I think if those relationships exist, if the adults in school know how to develop those relationships and engage with those young people, you've got a much better chance of getting them in.
It's always been children from disadvantaged backgrounds who are more likely to skip school. But what this report shows is that that problem has become more pronounced. Lockdown has widened the attendance gap, and it's those kids on the fringes who are falling further away.
The reasons are complex. Saskia desperately wanted to go back to school.
I've lost my identity because I haven't been very social.
She's been absent from October last year to April because her mother was shielding with cancer.
And I'm not very good at communicating my feelings, so my mum couldn't really help me in that sense because I just shut down.
Report authors say the government shouldn't just focus on everyone catching up, but also supporting those at risk of falling out of education altogether. Jason Farrell, Sky News.